Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk Your Shit podcast.
This is your host, Melody.
And this is your host, Sabrina.
And now it's time to talk our shit.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
First sip is always the best. So, today's topic is going to be a question, a sentence, affirmation, call it whatever you want. But it's, does money buy happiness?
That is a good topic.
I think it's a really good topic.
Yeah.
And I think there's very mixed opinion about it.
Yeah.
But I have a very strong opinion about it.
Same.
So maybe you start.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. What do you think? Does money buy happiness?
So I'm not on one side or the other. I'm not like, yes, money does buy happiness. And I'm not, no, money doesn't buy happiness at all. Okay. I believe that money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy freedom. It does buy options. It does buy you doing whatever you want. And that buys happiness, basically. You can't, for me, like you can't be really 100% happy and live blissfully and have a blissful life and be, just thriving and fulfilled if you're always scared about money and fearing like, not having enough money to pay the bills and like just not being able to do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Like most of the time people that are saying no, money doesn't buy happiness because they're talking about its experiences that are buying happiness. It's because you want to spend quality time with your people, with your family, with your friends. You want to build, memories. And it's hard to do so when you don't have any money. You know what I mean? So no, it doesn't buy happiness because if you don't have any, loved ones and you're not, doing something with your money to be fulfilled, well, it doesn't serve you to have that money. But if you use that money to buy yourself a freedom lifestyle and spend quality time with your people, well, yes, it does buy happiness.
Yeah, I think about approximately the same. Like, does the actual money buy you happiness? No, because you could be rich as fuck and you could be depressed as fuck. And we've seen so many people that have so much money and they end up committing suicide. At the end of the day, you have to live a life with purpose, and that does not come with money. It comes with what you do and just making sure that you do something that you feel passionate about. But like she said, money does bring you opportunities. It does offer you the freedom of choice, not just any type of freedom, not time freedom, financial freedom. Screw that. It offers you freedom of choice. You having the choice and being able to select what it is that you want to do with your money. And the truth is, most people right now, especially with the economic situation that we have and we're going through, a lot of people have a lot of stress and anxiety just because of their finances, just because they can't make the ends meet. They can't get to the end of the month. So it's like, if you don't have money, you're going to always be, you can't be happy. So being broke doesn't make you happy and the actual money doesn't make you happy. But so, I do think it brings you happiness, not because of the actual money, but because of what you can do with that money. And that's what I always talk about, because we talk pretty often about, money, and people are like, oh, you guys are so money centered and blah, blah, because I do talk about money a lot. And the truth is, it's not the actual money that I'm after. It's all that. It's what money can make me do. The type of things that I can offer people, the help the impact that I can bring on this world. You can't impact nobody when you're broke. You can't help your family when you're broke. It's sad, it sucks, but we're in a capitalist society and this is how it works. We work with money, and unfortunately, if you don't have money, well, no money, no candy. It's not gonna, that's just the society that we live in. So the actual money to me has no worth, because at the end of the day, when you die, you don't bring your money with you. What you do bring is the person you've become or whatever. That's another topic. But like we've been saying, I truly believe that, money offers you the freedom, and the freedom offers you the happiness.
Yeah, exactly. And so we're talking a lot about, lifestyle and like, it's what the money can bring you and what you can do with that money. And it's all about, after that, it's how you're going to feel once you do the things that you want to do. And when you offer the things that you want to offer to your family, how are you going to feel once you're able to do that once you have the money? You know what I mean? Because it's after that, at the end of the day, it's all about the feelings and how you're going to feel once you're able to accomplish whatever you want to do and whatever you want to accomplish. So, but you can't, as she said, you can help your family, you can travel the world, you can do all of these things if you don't have any money.
Yeah.
And, you talked about living a life with purpose, and that's so true. You you can't get it twisted. Like if it's not because you have the money that you're living a life with purpose. It's not because you have the money that you're, doing something that you love. Some people, they choose a career just because of the money that they're gonna do, that they're gonna earn, and then they're just, they're mediocre all their lives because they don't like what they're doing on a daily basis. So you gotta make sure to choose something that you love doing, and then you're making money with that, and just finding a way to build your wealth with what you love to do. That's like the best of both worlds, because you're doing the money, but you're also living a life with purpose, and you know that what you're doing, you truly love doing that. And so that's how you can really be, I feel, happy in your life. And
because the problem is that a lot of people, sometimes they get lost in the pursuit to getting the money, because they think that more money is going to solve their problems, but it truly is not. Because if you don't know how to manage your money, if you don't know what to do with that money, if there's no purpose behind you getting the money, why would you have money? So when we talk to people about the pursuit of money, what I always say, don't think about the actual money itself. Think about what you can do with that money, who you can help, and what's like. That's what personally I look for. I don't think of, okay, I want $10,000. Okay, you want $10,000. Who doesn't want $10,000? But why do you want it? What do you want to do with that money? Is it because you want to invest it back? Is it because you want to give back? Is it because there's something that you want to get yourself? Is it because you want to invest in a house? Is it because you want to start a business? Is it because you want to help out your family? Whatever that is, I feel like when you put the purpose in front, and that's, you pursue the purpose, and the money will come. Because if you're always running after money, money comes and goes. That's why it's also important to be a little detached from money, because money is just a very big source of stress. At the end of the day, money ain't shit, to be honest. But in the society that we live, we do need the money. So that's why I always say, just have it. You know how we say, think with the end goal in mind? Well, think with the end goal in mind when it comes to what you want to do with that money. And that will offer, again, the freedom of choice, the freedom of you being able to say, well, I don't have to stress about, looking at the price tag, because maybe I won't be able to pay for rent. You can't tell me you're living happily and blissfully if you struggle paying for rent.
Yeah.
And I've been there before where I've struggled to pay for stuff. I know exactly how it feels. And let me tell you, there ain't no way you can tell me you're 100% happy when you're looking at your bank account and scrolling and you don't refresh the page thinking God is going to send you money. You know when to do exactly. You can't tell me you're happy that way. So obviously, in the society that we live in, unless, some people are very, very minimalistic, when they're okay with a very... Good for you, but that's not my type of life.
That's still different because these people that
want to live money at some point,
but still even need to, be able to eat and be able to pay for rent and the basic needs in life. And if you're not able to afford that, that's when you're gonna struggle, and that's when you're not gonna be happy. If you're making enough money to live the life that you truly want to live, good. That's what matters.
Yeah.
As long as you're making enough money to live and do whatever you want to do and do what makes you happy. So if that's your type of lifestyle, and you're doing enough money for that, well, good for you, my friend.
Yeah.
But if it's not your type of lifestyle and you're that type of person that is saying, well, money doesn't buy happiness, I truly believe it's just because you're not making enough money. You're not making money. That's why you're saying that. Most people that are saying money doesn't buy happiness, it's broke people.
To be honest, because everybody that makes money, all they talk about, obviously there's always some assholes and always people, let's be real, that they're just no good. They're no bueno whether there's money in case or not. They're no bueno. But just in general, every time that I've seen people with money, what they talk about is what they're able to do with that money. So when I think of it that way, I'm like, well, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with pursuing money. Everybody that's honestly, because I've received messages of people, wow, do you really think that life is all about money? Clearly you are broke, Susan. And second of all, mind your business. And third of all, well, it does offer me freedom. It does offer me the certain life that I want and to do certain things, and especially to give back to the people that I love. Exactly. When I started my business, the first thing that I thought in my mind is wow, how am I going to be able to help my mom, for example, with the money that I make? That's the type of thought process that I was having. Yeah. So obviously I want money, because if I can help not only me and somebody else, of course I want it.
Yeah, but that's,
and I think I want more of it.
Yeah, I feel like most people that are super wealthy, yeah, okay, there are some people that it's all about them, but yeah, as for example, in most of the people that I know, that they are always talking about money and they want more money, and they're striving to back. It's to give back. It's not just for them. It's bigger than them. It's something bigger than them, and that's why we're so obsessed about this this journey and we want to, we want to accomplish more is just because we can give back and help people around us. It's not because if it was just for me and paying for my bills and paying for, at the end of the day, once you have all the money of the world, there's, at some point you're going to realize that, okay, it's not just about money. But when you have that, like, it's not just about me. If it was, as I said, if it was just about me, I would not, like, it's different. But when you're thinking about the people around you and you're thinking about the impact that you're going to have on others, that's when you realize that, hey, you can do a lot of things with money.
Yeah.
A lot of good things and positive things with money. It's not just evil, like people are, oh, money, it's evil and all that stuff. No, you can do a lot of great and good and positive impact with money. You just got to learn how to use that money properly and just be smart with it and do the things for the right reasons.
Yeah, I think the only tip that I would give you here is like, no matter what you think of that, as long as you understand that money does not equal actual happiness, because you're going to lose yourself looking for money and you're going to find yourself still not being happy with the money, because you truly have to love what it is that you do on your way to getting more money, because that's what happens. People truly think that the actual money will bring them happiness. No, it's going to bring you more stress, because with more money comes more responsibility. So, but when you're happy with what you do, when you love and you feel passion for what you do, and you make more money and you understand that the actual money, having $100 bills and looking at it and putting it in your pocket, it doesn't bring you happiness. But what you can do with that $100 is what's important. I feel like when you understand that, doesn't matter what you think about having, like, I couldn't care less about what people think of that. I understand in my mind that it's not the actual money that's bringing me happiness, but what I can do with it. And if you understood that, you're like one step away, like one step closer to getting to where you want to go.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
Yeah. And, we're talking about the things that you can do. I feel like another thing that it's bringing you, the money, is actually peace of mind. I feel like when you don't have enough money, like we've been saying for this whole episode, when you don't have enough money, you're stressed, you're like, you don't feel good. When you have that peace of mind, like, it's different. The life that you're going to live when you're just peaceful and you know that everything is settled and you have enough money to do, like, that peace of mind, it's everything for me.
There's no word.
Yeah.
It has a peace of mind. So many people, like, they will give a lot to have peace of mind and to not have to stress about just getting milk at the store. No, but it's true. Like, some people, guys, like, you have to look a little outside your window and look at what's happening in the world to see kind of what's happening. And some people are really, really struggling. So if you can offer yourself that peace of mind, why not?
Yeah.
So do you have something else to add?
I think that was it.
It's pretty much it. Honestly, that was more of our opinion type of episode. But it's
like we wanted to express what we think on that topic.
Yeah.
A lot of, there's
I've heard about a lot about it on social media, and I wanted to say what I think.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for today's episode. It was a short one, but an efficient one. Thank you so much again for tuning in with us for another episode of the Talking Shit podcast, and we'll see you guys on another episode.
Ciao.